whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Billy, I'm gonna let you in on a big secret. My all-time favorite way of restoring a cut rope. Would you like to know what it is? Yeah. Magic Copperfield droppings. It's true. In fact, I happen to have some right here. Here. Reach in. Are they still warm? Oh, yeah. Grab a giant handful. Grab another giant handful. There you go. Take whatever's in your right hand and throw it over your shoulder. Yeah. Some people call that a superstitious act. Some people call that a sign of good luck. I call it hiding the evidence. Here, grab some more. All right. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing in my hand except all this rope. Here we go. Cut. Sprinkle both handfuls at the same time. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Look, it makes the rope go right back together. Spin that in. I'll spin this one. They love us. We're a huge hit. Yeah! Exactly. And Shelly, all of this applause is for you. Yes. Yeah. Big hand for Madeline. That was great, wasn't she?
What better person to have with you in a group than Command Master Chief Tom Key? I get emotional when I talk about these kind of people because I can envision the sacrifice. More than that, impressed with who he is as a man and who he has been for the United States of America and for all the people sitting in this room. And so if you would, please bear with me for just a second. I was trying to figure out, how do you announce somebody like this? And one of his books is called SEAL Warrior, Death in the Darkness. And in the foreword of the book, I'll read just a couple of passages from that foreword, if I can see it. In Vietnam, we learned the warrior craft. We took the battle to the enemy in the jungle. The mangrove, the swamps, rice paddies, and the rivers and canals, and underwater. As we learned, fought, and reinvented guerrilla warfare, the men with green faces brought terror into the hearts of the Viet Cong. Throughout my career as a Navy SEAL, I had the privilege of fighting beside many good men. But Master Chief Tom Keith, United States Navy, retired, is one of the warriors that made the SEALs what they became. The most deadly, unconventional group of warriors who have ever existed. Tom was and remains an operator, one of the very few men who is still only fully alive when he's in the bush, jumping out of perfectly good airplanes that are not on fire, underwater or under fire. When the night is dark and the enemy number is overwhelming and the shit is going to hit the fan, Tom Keith is the man I want at my back. That was written by Lieutenant Michael E. Thornton, United States Navy, retired, SEAL Team 1, recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Last night when we were sitting at the table, you know, two of the friends that are probably your best friends were Tom Norton and Mike Thornton. Tom Norris and Mike Thornton. And both of them Congressional Medal of Honor winners. So if you would, please put your hands together for my dear friend. And it's such a great honor to have him here, Master Chief Tom Keith.
Thank you for that introduction, Stoney. It's my pleasure to be here. I want to welcome my fellow Americans and veterans. How many veterans do we have here in the audience? Raise your hands.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for your service. Just off the top of my head, how many former Navy SEALs do we have in the audience? Raise your hand.
Oh yeah.
We have one back there, Hal Merriman, who served with me in SEAL Team 2 many moons ago. Now lives on Treasure Island. Mr. Larry Stone, better known as Stoney, last month asked me if I would speak to you here at the Chrysalis Foundation event, and I consider it an honor to do so. When I asked him what subject, he said any subject that you think would be appropriate. After looking into what the foundation is all about, its purpose, and some of its goals, I noted that instilling Christian values and love of country in American youth is among them. I decided to speak about patriotism. And one of the most patriotic symbols of the United States of America, the American flag. My name is Tom Keith. I served 31 years in the U.S. Navy. 29 of those years were with the Navy's underwater demolition team and SEAL team, retiring as a SEAL Team Command Master Chief. A Command Master Chief is the equivalent of a U.S. Army Command Sergeant Major. More people are more familiar with that title than Command Master Chief. I've traveled, trained, or fought in countries across the Middle East, Europe, Mediterranean, North Africa, the Caribbean, Central and South America, Pacific Islands, and Vietnam. In not one of the many countries I've been in was the flag of the United States of America not instantly recognized for the country it represents and what it stands for. Freedom and power. Freedom by we the people, and power for the greatest military force in the world. One of our country's greatest freedoms is freedom by we the people to vote into office those who will govern our country the way we the people want it governed. This year, as we have for over 200 years, we will once again have the freedom to vote for a leader of our country. This leader must take our nation in a direction that continues the vision of our founding fathers established for our country. For those of you who are satisfied with the direction in which our country has been led for the last 7.5 years, you should vote for the Democratic Party candidates. For those of you who are not satisfied, you can try to change this direction by voting for another party's candidates. For those of you who are eligible to vote and don't vote, shame on you. That concludes my presentation. On behalf of Mr. Larry Stone and Mrs. Joan Sitting Bull of the International Chrysalis Foundation, we thank you for your attendance today, and God bless America.
I'm going to start out with a song that me and a couple of other guys in Nashville wrote. It's called Red, White, and Blue. It just suits the occasion. Why do we always always take for granted the ones we love the most. No matter how far away we've strayed, she always held us close. You were there beside us, full of pride and standing tall. And now that you need us, we won't let you fall. Red, white, and blue, those colors sure look beautiful on you. You're strong, you're proud and true, 'cause you're red, white, and blue.
Again, different types of heroes, but we all live in the same world. You know, the whole point behind being here today is about inspiring children. So, these people are living it. They're doing it every day. And one more time, let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Now, I will tell you I'm an emotional speaker. I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to laugh. I'm not afraid to have a good time. My job is to touch your heart. My job is to massage your soul. And my job is to help you buy in to what's the particular message of the day. But what I want you to understand is that through hard work, through trust in God, and through love of parents and the people around you, nothing is impossible. Nothing. Mark Twain once wrote, "The two most important days of your lives are the day you're born and the day you figure out why." Why am I here? Marcus Luttrell, who was a Navy SEAL, the gentleman that wrote Lone Survivor, was doing an interview once, and the young lady asked him the question, how do you end up, willing to sacrifice your life for other people? How do you do that? How do you get to that mindset? And Marcus said, when will something in your life mean more than you? When something in your life means more to you, you become one of those people. I'm here for you. I'm here because young people are important to me, and we're going to sacrifice them unless we get off our butts and do something positive for this country. And it's going to take courage to stand up and do what needs to be done, but we have to do it. We don't have a choice. It's not about us. We've lived our life. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you for not throwing fruit and vegetables. I appreciate that very much. You have a good night. Stick around. There's a lot of stuff to come.
I see the morning meadows. The grass is so green. The brooks and the rivers with their water so swift and clean. The majestic oaks and maples with their branches bending low. And the wildflowers with colors like the rainbow. I've made you in my image, he said, and it's me you must glorify. For it was I who made you from a worm into a butterfly, butterfly, butterfly.
And when he's kind of progressed a little bit, went into the I don't like you with a stick, I'm gonna take your stick away.
Thanks, you guys, for helping out. And we will also have some gifts for our judges for assisting with us as well.
And I just want to personally thank everyone who came out here tonight and decided to be part of this event, to show your support.